Unit 13 here on Scene at Homestead with a Vermicompost bin experiment. So let's get started. Here is bin 2 on July 7th before we filled it up. There it is on the 7th after we filled it up. And then this is highly unusual. I usually just don't put this kind of stuff in here, but I'm going to put it in this time because just as I pull these pieces of cardboard up, there's a gecko in here. If you look up there on the left hand side of the screen, you can see just a slight curl of its tail laying across one of those mango seeds. So then I got distracted. I didn't see that yet. I got distracted by all these spiders in here, and there was a bunch of them on this cardboard. And I'm trying to figure out how to move it.
Damn if I didn't have so many worms on there.
Oh, right. And then I saw that thing. That was really excited. This has happened before. I believe the cats chase these lizards into the box that get in on the porch.
Yeah, visitors.
All right, so let's just check it out in slow motion. See it there? And then in a moment here, I'm going to try and catch it. Yeah, unsuccessfully, of course. There it is. I think it's a Mediterranean gecko introduced to species to Florida. I'm not sure. Here we go.
I'm going to let you go. Come here. I got him.
I censored out the cussing. Alright, check this out.
See if I can. Is this will work or not?
Yeah, I thought I would censor out the cussing part. I thought, you know what? This is actually a good topic in case school kids would want to watch this. So, I'm going to censor myself a little bit in case something like this might be interesting. And then I just thought I would come down into the bin and show what the inside of bin 3 looks like after those worms have had their way with it. It's amazing. Look at those seeds, how clean they pick them. And it is clear that the mango wants to germinate in here and grow because it seems like all those seeds are in the right position will. And here's one of those small balls of worms that I talk about when they're all bunched up together like that. It's pretty interesting to see them. Sure makes it easy to move them when you want to. And then to keep the seeds from going any further and consuming any of the nutrients in here, I'd rather them become nutrients. So I'm just going to pull those right up out of there. I could take these and turn them into mango trees, but I don't know where I'm going to grow them. We don't want to put another one in the yard here, that's for sure. You'll have more mangoes off one tree in a season than you can handle all year. Here's that onion example. Look, there's a little worm that just fell off of it. And it's not plastered with worms because there's been so much other stuff in there. You can see the bugs, they get up in that. Don't seem to mind the onion at all. And it's just a matter of how fast the onion consumes. It's just a slow rate, like all those other root vegetables. But as it decomposes, they eat it as fast as it decomposes. So I don't know why people say don't put onion in there. It works on this bin. Now here we go, bin 3. Here we are on, and once again, this is back in July 7th. This is before we added the waste. Here's the waste added. And then I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I'm just going to peel these layers back. There's no lizard or anything special on this one. I just thought since I had done this on bin 1 and bin 2 that I would just go ahead and do this the same way. And once again, I forgot to go back and check the autofocus on this. It seems a little funky. I'll get better over time, I think, maybe. and I thought I would just wanted to peel that little edge up and see what went under there. I thought for sure actually there would be a bunch of worms under there, but I was completely wrong. And then it's time for good old food waste. As little as I put in this time, because the mangoes have stopped coming off the trees. There's maybe 20 mangoes left on those trees. Quite often I'll have to go somewhere and find things to feed these bins. I've had an abundance of food over the last month or two, I guess. Just because of some of these fruit trees and gardens and stuff going off. A little bit of coffee. And there you go. Bin 3, 13, I'm out.